Welcome back, World Wide Web. I'm GW Pomichter. Thanks for hanging with us today. Thanks for logging on, tuning in. If you haven't already, make sure you go on down there and hit subscribe. If this is your first time, thanks for hanging with us. We are at the I Love Books multi-genre book signing, hosted by the Florida Writers Association here in Orlando, Florida, and we are lucky enough to be hanging with John Hope, a YA author of children's and it looks like adolescent books.
Yeah.
And the author of his latest novel, Pankyland. And what, about 8 other titles?
Yes.
7, yeah. Okay. So let's talk about your genre first. How long have you been writing?
Really.
Forever.
Yeah, forever, since I was a kid. You know.
They gave you a pen and that's it. You just couldn't stop.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I got a lot of my writing from my family. They weren't big writers, but they were big storytellers.
Okay.
You know, they'd come home and talk about the big fish that they caught and you know, all the bunch of other nonsense.
There you go. And you just kind of picked up that storytelling bug.
Yeah.
Yeah. What made you choose YA and young adult novels?
I guess because I grew to the maturity of a middle schooler, and I haven't gone past that. I still think like a kid, so
I've been told the same thing by more than one person. So,
yeah, so you can relate.
I can relate.
You know what I'm talking about. Yeah.
And so let's start with Pankyland. We'll work backwards here.
Okay.
What are we looking? What's this about?
It's about a couple of kids go to a fictitious theme park named Pankyland. And the one loses the little brother, and they have to work together to find them before their parents find out. And the two main kids are actually nemesis of each other. They don't like each other, so they have to figure out how to not kill each other.
It's kind of a classic adventure story.
Oh yeah, yes it is. Yeah. And it's very easy to read.
Pankyland.
Yeah.
You just
where'd that come from?
Yeah. You just laying there one night watching TV, and all of a sudden, Pankyland.
Pankyland.
Yeah. Where does this come from? Is there a story behind the name?
Yeah. I have a number of characters that I invented when I was a kid.
Okay.
That I turned into like different puppets and stuff, and I was in puppeteering for many years.
Oh, okay.
And one of my characters was Panky, and I just thought it was an interesting name, so I just decided.
Pankyland, the theme park you never got to go to. There you go. And so you have 8 other novels.
Yeah.
You're writing for a long time. How long have you been published?
Since 2012.
Okay, 2012. So it's been quite a journey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Quite.
What were some of the biggest hurdles getting started? Writing is a creative process. Publishing is a decision.
It is.
So what were some of the hurdles as you crossed over from just writing down stories and being a storyteller to being a published author?
Well, part of it is trying to communicate in a way that your audience wants to hear it. Because you know, there's different ways that I enjoy writing, but you know, if your audience doesn't want to hear it that way, and two, you know, when I started writing, I wasn't very good at it. Even though I enjoyed.
I've been writing for 30 years and I'm still not very good.
Yeah,
at it,
it's hard. So you know, there's just a lot of just maturity that I had to go through. I actually majored in computer engineering, and I've been a software engineer for the past 16 years.
Oh, terrific.
And I still am. So I have that day job. And juggling that with writing is a constant battle.
A constant challenge.
Yes, it is.
How have young readers responded to your work?
They've been responding better and better. So I think I'm getting better at this stuff.
Better at it?
Yeah. This has been one of my fastest.
This is a tough audience.
It does seem to be, but
they're a tough audience because as young adults and adolescents, they don't have filters.
No.
If they don't like you, they'll tell you.
Yes.
And they own social media, and they'll tell everyone. So if you're doing well with this audience, you're doing okay. So as a child yourself, as a young man growing up, did you have any favorite authors, favorite books?
Yeah. Where the Red Fern Grows has always been one of my absolute favorite books. In fact, I wrote one to a different book, not this one, called No Good, that was almost inspired by it because it had such a good, wholesome feeling. I wanted to kind of replicate that.
Is there a particular message that you aim for when you're writing your books for young people?
I don't try to. In fact, I try to find different messages in each one.
Entertaining story that.
Yeah, but probably if you're looking for a common theme, friendship is common in pretty much everything I write, because it's very important to me, and I want to convey
Making
that.
those connections, yeah.
Yes.
It really is. Growing up, we want your readers, especially your young readers, to know you. They know where to find your books. They're already loving your books.
Yeah.
Down in the bottom here at the description, they're going to be able to find out where to get those books. We're going to make sure that it's all over the place.
Okay.
But we want them to know you a little bit. So you had to grow up.
Yeah.
Well, you had to get where you're at. I don't know if I'm grown up yet. Favorite all-time cartoon character?
Pink Panther.
Pink Panther. Wow, good stuff.
I love the Pink Panther.
All right. We're going to take you into Hogwarts and put the sorting hat on you.
Okay.
Where are you going to end up?
Oh, I don't know. Probably Gryffindor.
Gryffindor.
Yeah.
All right. All right. Well, we've got some age-old rivalries out there. Big stuff happening right now. A month now, Batman and Superman have been battling out in the theater. Batman or Soup? Who's your guy?
Probably have to go with Superman.
Superman. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Although I do like Batman, you know.
Can't. Yeah.
You can't knock Batman.
No, you can't. No, and I gotta tell you, I had mixed emotions as an older guy about the new franchise.
All right.
I grew up on Chris Reeves. It's been 40 years, and I'm still going too soon. You know, I don't know.
Yeah.
But the Batfleck, not a bad choice. Pretty good stuff.
Yeah.
He's doing a good job. So next week, another big rivalry coming. It's Captain America versus Iron Man. Cap or Iron Man? Put him on the spot. Oh, his audience is teens too. They're all listening.
Yeah.
They're like, what's he got to say?
Probably Iron Man. With Superman and Batman, I actually like those both.
Yeah. Not a Marvel guy, huh?
Captain America, Iron Man. I don't know.
Not so much a Marvel guy. Okay.
Yeah.
You know, writers are readers, so there are literary rivals out there too.
Right.
Gollum or Dobby?
Gollum.
Gollum. Okay.
Gollum. By far.
By far. Okay. All right. So, do you have anything ongoing? Anything you're working on right now? We can announce right here on Hangin' With to the World Wide Web. What are you working on?
Pankyland 2.
All right.
I got a sequel.
Pankyland 2 got a sequel. That theme park's never closing. It's like Disney World. You'll be there forever.
Well,
and a lot of kids are going to get lost.
Possibly. Pankyland 2 is actually about the making of Pankyland the movie.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Nice. I like that a lot. We have to wrap it up, they're telling me over there, so I want to send a special thanks out to Some Unique Magazine, Books, Chocolate, and Wine, the Florida Book News, Authors for Authors, and our great friends over at Wordfire Press. I also want to thank the Florida Writers Association for having us in here. I'm GW Pomichter. We've been hanging with John Hope, the author of Pankyland and Other and Sundry. So go down here in the description and find the links so you can find John Hope on Amazon, I take it, and online bookstores everywhere. And remember, come on back, subscribe, log on, tune in, and see who we're hanging with next.
All right, thanks.